How do you make time to finish your dissertation when you work a full-time job, are taking care of yourself and the other important people in your life, and really trying to do all the things? Many brilliant doctoral scholars find themselves in what I like to call the dissertation overwhelm loop, doing a lot of things that feel productive but aren't actually moving their dissertation forward. If this is your first time here, hey scholar, I'm Dr. Dana, a dissertation writing coach who supports overwhelmed doctoral scholars move from endless revisions to a completed dissertation without working longer hours. In this video, I'm going to share 3 steps that can help you disrupt that frustration so it doesn't slow down your writing process. Let's go. First, let's talk about some unspoken truths that I've experienced as a doc scholar and that some of my brilliant doctoral scholars who I support are experiencing as well. Here's the first unspoken truth. Scholar, it's going to take longer than you expected. Often that part isn't acknowledged, that your time frame for starting and finishing more than likely won't line up with what actually happens. The process of writing and revising and editing, believe me, takes longer than you expected. So get ready. You may also begin to question if your writing is good enough, and you may also begin to question if you are good enough. You may also question your ability to complete this dissertation. And sometimes, real talk, you may contemplate just quitting or taking a semester off. It's happened. It's real. I've seen it and experienced it. And the last unspoken truth is that the journey to a completed dissertation will challenge you. Now, let's talk about how to disrupt some of those thoughts that are in that dissertation overwhelm loop. And these are the thoughts that keep you stuck and frustrated. First, we're going to uproot. And when you uproot that dissertation overwhelm loop, the question that you're going to ask yourself is, what are the negative feelings, words, or beliefs that are going on repeat in your mind that are keeping you stuck? And it may take a moment for you to notice the thoughts that come up, especially when it's time to sit down and actually do your writing. Because that's the point where your mind will really start to tell you all of the can'ts. So what you want to do is, even before you start writing, let's do this uproot. Whatever negative thought, whatever negative belief, whatever negative experience that begins to come up, write it down. We are uprooting what is holding us back. Step number 2 is to reroute with the thoughts, the feelings, the experiences, the beliefs that you actually desire to be on repeat, to move your writing forward. So let's say, for instance, the negative feelings, beliefs that come to your mind is that I'm not good enough to finish this dissertation. That I'm not good enough to finish this dissertation. That's what we're uprooting. What we will and can reroute in, a belief, a thought, a shift, sounds a little something like this. Listen, God brought me to this dissertation writing journey, and that means He's given me the strength, He's given me the courage, and He has given me the wisdom to finish this dissertation journey. See, y'all, I uprooted and I rerouted because that's what I want to hear on repeat to help me complete this dissertation journey. And the last step is we're going to cultivate. So we've uprooted, we've rerooted, and now we need to cultivate what it is that we want to hear, what it is that we want to do, the forward moving progress that we want to experience and see. Because here's the thing, when you uproot and you reroot, we need to add something into that fertile ground. We need to tend to the words, the thoughts, the beliefs that are on repeat that keep us going. So here's what I want you to do to cultivate what you've uprooted and what you've rerooted. Identify one writing to do that you will commit to doing for the next 7 days, just for 15 minutes. Don't promise yourself you're going to sit down and write 7 days a week for 2 hours a day, because the truth is you've tried it, let's be honest, and it hasn't worked. Write down that task, identify the days that you will write for the next 7 days, and not just the days, but block that 15-minute timeout. You know what your schedule will look like in the upcoming week. Not only are you going to identify the day, you're going to put the time into your calendar or calendars. The other thing that you're going to add is where are you going to write? Now, scholar, where you are the most productive. And if sitting in your room with the television on is not a productive space, then that's not where you're going to write. But if you find a nice space in the library where you know for 15 minutes you got this, then put that space on your calendar. So when are you going to write? The day and the time, and also where are you going to write? And remember, we are only setting aside 15 minutes to make progress. How many now? One writing task that you've identified to work on for the next 7 days. All right, scholar, truth be told, we have covered a lot in this video. We have talked through some truths, and we have uprooted, rerooted, and now we are cultivating. I'd genuinely love to hear your perspective. Comment down below and let me know that word, that phrase, that belief, that experience that you want to have on repeat, that you are cultivating to move your dissertation writing forward. I read and I reply to every comment. I am so glad you're here. I am proud of you. And remember, you got this, scholar.